If you've used artificial intelligence recently, you probably know it as a really smart chatbot. You ask it a question, and it types out an answer, behaving like a digital encyclopedia. But there's a limit to that setup. The software gives you the instructions, maybe a recipe or a line of code, but you still have to go do the actual work. You have to chop the vegetables or build the app yourself. Right now, major technology companies are moving past that limit. They are building AI systems that step outside the chat window and take action on their own. We call these new systems AI agents. Instead of just talking to you, an agent is software that can click buttons, navigate different apps, and complete digital chores by itself. This changes the tool from a simple advisor into an engine that handles the labor. When the software executes the work for you, your productivity stops being limited by how many hours you can spend typing. Think of an AI agent like a newly hired digital intern. You don't sit down and ask your intern how to organize a spreadsheet. You just hand them the files and ask them to finish the task. That is exactly how you interact with an agent. You give it one clear goal, like book me a flight for next Friday, and leave the details to the software. The agent automatically breaks that big goal apart into smaller steps, creating its own internal checklist. If it hits a roadblock, it doesn't stop. It recognizes the error, crosses it out, and finds a new route to finish the job. Because the intern manages its own daily hurdles, your job changes. You stop doing the repetitive labor yourself and become a manager reviewing the final results. To see how this works, let's look at the stock market. It's an environment where millions of numbers change every second, and speed is everything. If you tell an AI agent to find a good investment, you don't need to manually upload years of company reports or teach it how to read a balance sheet. Behind the scenes, the agent goes to work. It pulls live pricing, reads through recent news articles, and cross-references historical market trends, all at the exact same time. This diagram illustrates that process. The agent sorts those chaotic numbers into clear patterns, like the bar chart you see here, and draws a trend line to suggest a calculated trade. A human trader takes time to read and think. The agent calculates and executes based on the math, meaning trading decisions happen in a fraction of a second. But agents aren't limited to spreadsheets and math. They are also taking on highly creative tasks. Making a high-quality video used to require a physical camera, a lighting crew, actors, and months of editing on expensive software. The video you are watching right now, a glowing train speeding through a mountain pass, was created entirely by an AI agent from a typed description. The software decided how the snow should move and where the light should reflect off the metal. No one had to program the physics. Creating a shot like that used to cost millions of dollars. Today, anyone who can type a clear sentence can produce cinematic imagery from their laptop. When you see self-correcting workflows, split-second market analysis, and instant video generation, it feels like science fiction. It feels like a future we still have years to prepare for. The reality is, these tools are live. Companies are employing digital interns, generating media, and trading stocks with autonomous agents today. We are looking at a sharp divide in the workplace. On one side are the people who learn to manage these agents, multiplying their output. On the other side are those who continue to do every manual step themselves. If you are competing against someone who can execute complex research and creative design at the speed of AI, working the old way simply takes too long. Directing these digital interns has become the mandatory baseline for getting things done in a modern workplace.